We all know about conspiracy theories. Some people might believe that the Earth is flat, or some people believing the moon landing is fake. But what if I told you there are some people out there that believe space is not real? What is up? My name is Kenji, and today we'll be covering the very wacky conspiracy theory belief that I haven't seen many people talk about, and that is the fact that some people believe space is not real and that it is fake. Anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. Now, how did I stumble across this wacky conspiracy theory? Well, it all started when I was playing a game called War Thunder, basically a World War II simulation game, but I mainly played the aircrafts mode in it. And in the aircrafts mode, there is often a lot of chatting with people. And when there's a lot of chatting with people, there's often a lot of weird conversations you can have. And one of those conversations I had with a very strange person, and their name, might I add, was called Space is Fake. You can guess where that conversation went. He was basically trying to convince me that space is not real. He was trying to say how outer space is fake, how could the gravity from Earth, keep all its stuff in space without it being sucked into space. And he tried to convince me of this. I'm like, how does this work? If there is no space but there is an Earth, how does that work? How does one have space? How does one have Earth without space? That is a thing you can't do. That is beyond comprehension. How does that work? Like, are you religious maybe? Is there a heaven above Earth? I mean, I could understand how you might think that if there's no space, but if you're not, this guy didn't seem religious. How did he think that, oh, the sky, oh, it's nighttime, what am I seeing there? Oh, that must be the government. I wouldn't be surprised if he then decided to say, oh, the government's keeping this from us. Brother, why would the government keep this from you? It's just a funny situation. I don't understand how someone can believe this. But don't worry, there's more, because that wasn't the only guy. That wasn't an outlier. Apparently there's a whole community of people on Twitter that believe space is fake. Let's go into that further. As you can see, we are on Twitter, and right here I searched up space is fake. Flat Earth? Oh, here we go, straight up. Earth is flat and space is fake. I mean, there's many things wrong with flat Earth, but I just don't understand how you can comprehend that space is fake. Space is fake, space is fake. Hey space cadets, satellites are a myth, okay? There is no real evidence that a man could go high enough to observe the world as a as a spherical planet free floating in space. Air thins at high altitude and limit. Balloons cannot float there, planes have no lift, and rocket has no momentum. Wait, planes have no lift? Nobody goes to outer space. It simply does not exist. How does that work? Nobody goes to outer space and it simply does not exist. Okay, wait. Space is fake and NASA lies. They record their footage underwater and edit it later. Okay, apparently light refraction doesn't exist in water apparently now, so that apparently they can just edit that out. It's just a whole community of brain dead idiots on Twitter. Okay, maybe I regret going on Twitter now because is this whole place just filled with brain dead people? Let me know in the comments if it is, because I mean, I never went on Twitter before now, and this is my first experience on Twitter. But yeah, like, it is just quite a big community of people who believe space is fake, and I just can't comprehend this. I can't comprehend how you can think that space is not a real thing. How does one believe that? How does one? Yeah, I'm just repeating the same thing because it's just so absurd. I can't comprehend how that's even possible, because it's not a thing. You can disprove that right now by looking at the sky at nighttime. That is the one piece of evidence. Okay, I guess I can follow idiots' train of thought about flat Earth. I mean, that's wrong, but I can follow their train of thought because maybe they have less than 2 neurons active at a time, and I can understand that. You can't help idiocy, but you can help common sense. Like, if all it takes is just to look at the sky. Like, are they thinking, the government must be lying. The government must be putting a green screen on the sky, because that's how that works. Apparently putting a physical green screen in the sky will do something without doing anything, but I'm not an expert, but I think I'm educated enough to know that space is not fake. So there we have it. Apparently there's a whole community of people, especially on Twitter, that believe space is not real. They believe space is a figment of your imagination. The government is lying to you, and hell, maybe they also are the same people who believe Australia is fake. So what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with this? Okay, what are you gonna do? But yeah, that'll be about it for this video. Like the video if you did enjoy, and if you want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. I do discussion-based content like this, as well as news content, so if you're interested in other, consider subscribing. Leave a comment so I can hear your thoughts on this really stupid conspiracy theory, because it is just hilarious on how dumb it is. And yeah, that'll be about it. This is Kenji, and I am out.